So just before we hop into this review, I just wanted to say that thank you everybody who has been voting on the movies again, and I have a review of Marvel's Defenders up that I just uploaded for you guys, and then this review is coming. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's going to vote in the polls, and if you're not voting in the polls, as always, I will leave a link to my Instagram account below, so you guys can go do that. And let's get into this review. Let's roll the intro and do the review. So today, as promised, I'm bringing you guys a review of Godzilla, the 2014 film here, and I'm pretty sure this says it all. It was a very epic showdown in this movie. So the story has been told several times, but this one was a little bit different, I suppose. Let's see. This came out at the same time as Need for Speed did, and there was a lot of controversy saying that Bryan Cranston definitely got the better end of the deal, which he did, because this movie made, I don't know, billions in box office. It was crazy, and there's going to be a sequel to it, so you know it does well. And I mean, people redo these films all the time because they know they're going to do well, so. But I really do like this movie. I really do like the Godzilla, and I like the Muto, which nobody really knew what they were before. So, and I did watch some of the special features on like the declassified, like what would you call them? Declassified videos or files or something like that. They make it look so real when they're going through, like how Gojira or Godzilla was like a creature that they found and they tried to destroy, and that the Muto have been discovered since like the early 1940s, so even before Godzilla was discovered, I think, because I don't think they discovered Godzilla until the 1950s, or at least by this film that's what they say, because I can't remember what year the first Godzilla movie came out. If you do know what year the first Godzilla movie came out, put a link or comment down below and let me know. And also, I know that I talked about there's going to be a sequel to this movie, and if you haven't seen Kong Skull Island yet, go and watch that as well, because it is going to be tied into this, because there is a Godzilla versus Kong coming out in 2020. I just checked that as well, so that should be pretty good. My favorite scene is probably when you first, well, one of my favorite scenes, I should say, not my favorite scene, but one of my favorite scenes is when you first discover the Muto, and you're like waiting for, you think it's going to be Godzilla, who is like the creature that is going to pop out of the radiation pocket, but it's not. It ends up being the Muto, which was kind of cool, because nobody really knew what they were, especially from the trailers. They didn't give too much away, which I like. A lot of I don't watch trailers anymore, because trailers just give way too much of the movies away nowadays, and then sometimes scenes that are in the trailers aren't even in the movie, and you're like, oh, well, that looked like an awesome scene to have in the movie, but it's never there. But for this movie, not much was given away in the trailer, which I like, if I remember correctly. This is my 4th time seeing this one. I've seen several other Godzilla films from like way back when they did it in black and white, and it was just, they're more comedy movies than this. This was definitely taken more seriously compared to the whole like, oh my god, it's Godzilla, like the whole Japanese terrorism thing. Godzilla is meant to be the hero in this movie, which I would say he definitely is, even though he causes a huge amount of destruction, regardless of whether, like, he's not realizing that he's doing it. He's just trying to save everybody, right? And he's doing it no matter, like, any way that he can. My favorite scene in the entire movie was, if you can see it on the top of the cover here, was when they do the Halo drop into the city, and they have to go right down past Godzilla and the Muto as they're fighting. And that was a really well done and cool scene, because it's kind of gives you like a really eerie feel, because you're not sure what's going to happen, because they have to go through like a storm pocket and all the dust and stuff that's built up, and it's all dark. And yeah, it's just a really well done and probably the best scene in the movie. And I believe that scene was in the trailer too, to really make you kind of really gripped you anyway, as far as I was concerned. There isn't really too much more to say about this movie. I would give it a 6 out of 5 because, yeah, this movie definitely outdid itself, I would say, for sure. So, comment down below what you thought of this movie, and if you haven't seen it yet, just, I would recommend that you go watch it. Watch this, watch Kong Skull Island, and, yeah, because there will be more Godzilla films in the near future. 2019 is supposed to be the release date of the other Godzilla, or the sequel to this, and 2020 is the release date for Kong versus Godzilla. So definitely go check this movie out if you haven't seen it yet. I highly recommend it. Really well done movie. Probably the best Godzilla movie that they've done so far. And don't forget that tomorrow I will be doing a review of Shin Godzilla. And then on Sunday I will be doing a review of Hyena Road. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys again tomorrow and Sunday.